You know, when you see something and you actually have to talk about it to get it out of your system, this is one of those moments. And it is kind of critical related. At least we will connect it. And I tell you why. So, number one, we know Liam likes Shakespeare. And number two, we do know that Sam, his wife, Laura, all love K pop Demon Hunter. I mean, it's been big. It's awesome. Love the music. Golden is probably the most iconic one. And the other ones don't come for me. This is not about that. A couple of days ago, something popped up on the internet. It's called Golden, as sung by Hamlet. So it's kind of a parody lyrics for it. We'll do a little analysis because I feel like this is Caleb coded. And then I got to the second verse and I was like, fuck, that's Vex. I would totally sing this to you, but Golden is really hard and I can't sing, which makes it unbearable. So instead, I'm trying to read the lyrics to you. We'll just make up some bullshit, make an interpretation how to connect this to the Caleb story. Almost like looking at a picture and being like, oh my god, they used two different shades of red because reasons, you know. I saw a ghost, literally Caleb's past. I mean, he probably sees his parents all the time. And Frumkin. And production team, can we just say, rude? I know why you did it, but still, so rude. I was alone. Caleb was alone for a long time. He was in the sanatorium for about 10 to 11 years. In the actual campaign, I think it's a bit shorter in this, like in the animated show, but yeah, he was alone. And the moment he actually had some clarity, he must have felt so alone before he met Nott. I'm not sure how he survived that, but now he has the Mighty Nine and stuff like that, and other people. He's better in that regard. So, full of grief. Yes, he unalived his parents and his cat, so, and other people before that, pretty sure. And dismay, same sentiment. And this is the part now where we can jump back in time. It's pretty much when Trent groomed him to be his second in command, maybe taking over for him, and Caleb probably would have been the most powerful of all of them, even more powerful than Trent. Here we go. Robbed of the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the prince that I meant to be. Yeah, he would have ruled that whole organization. That's how I interpret it now, because I want to. My father died, yeah, by your hand, and my uncle lied. The uncle in this case is Uncle Trent. He lied to you so much. One could say he was a snake. He fed you with lies and venom and yeah, you know. Said my dad was killed by a snake. Well, technically you did, and the snake was Trent, but yes, works. You know, loose interpretation. The next part is a bit harder, where I would need your help. It's pretty much where the mom is married to the uncle for a little bit of time, so then he wed my mom, put my dad's crown on. We could say this is, if he switched the timeline in this moment, he would have been full father figure if Caleb hadn't broken. So yeah, this is the part where I say this could be it, right? But now I know he is fake, or he is a fake. Yeah, he does. And he made a mistake. So which mistake did Trent actually do? Didn't he feed him enough lies? Was the manipulation not strong enough? Stuff like that. Didn't he make him love enough? I don't know. Leave it in the comment. I'm done crying. Now I'm trying. Yeah, there's a moment in time where Caleb finally gets his act together. He's still running from Trent at this point. He's hiding, he's wearing the amulet, and they have so much shit to do that they never really confront Trent. Even when they run into him, he's putting on a mask. Like, he's not attacking Trent or trying to take him out or whatever, like he did with Ovelia at the beginning, like in episode 5 now. He's not doing that in the actual campaign. Later on at the endgame, you know, stuff is happening, but to avenge a wrong, which is happening eventually, the place, the thing to catch the king, they are not really setting a trap for Trent. It could have happened. I think the whole pandemic shortened the full Strucker arc, at least in my mind, because I feel like we never got enough. Maybe I'm just greedy, but I feel like we got a one-shot at the end. After AR, we got that one-shot where they defeated Trent, and then another one-shot in London. But it feels like not there was so much more potential, and we might actually get it in the animated show. So I'll be strong. It's not necessarily like he's going against Trent in the moments they meet him, but he's staying strong in the sense that he's not breaking. Like, he's keeping up the facade, the mask, whatever, so they can do their actual mission and not the revenge mission in that moment. Okay, now we're getting to verse 2, which is Liam Vax-coded. Still Caleb, but wait for it. I'm gonna stab, stab, stab. It's my story. Stab, stab, stab. My father's in purgatory. Yep, that is so true. Gonna be gory. Yeah, there's a lot of gore happening in campaign 2. Oh, stab, stab, stab with my fury. Yeah, again, more Vax, I guess. Well, seeing what he did to Ovelia, I would say yeah. This is for vengeance, not glory. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not for glory, more for vengeance at some point. He's not really out for revenge. He's more out for, he's more out for bringing his parents back, in a sense. So he's looking for a way to right that wrong. Gonna be gory, definitely gory. I'm done crying and complying 100%. He's not complying with the full Strucker stuff anymore. Now my mind is free. Yes, this took a long while. I said he was in the sanatorium for 10 years and clouded and whatever. And after that, still, it took a long time. But you can see it in the development of Caleb. In the end, he reaches like a state where he's free of that-ish. It will always be there, but you know. I'll stay on task. No need to ask. He's staying on the task that he's trying to find a solution for the parents, which doesn't happen, spoiler alert, but it was a decision, and having that decision and making it, very strong. So yeah. To be or not to be. That is very Hamlet coded, obviously, but... And then my TED Talk was rudely interrupted by a phone call in the middle of to be or not to be. What the heck? So that is definitely Hamlet coded, but I think it also fits with Caleb. And if you want to do the Hamlet interpretation, there's tons of stuff online, theater, whatever. It's a lot. You can talk about it for hours, but let's do a quick one on Caleb. So, to be or not to be. I mentioned earlier that technically I don't understand how he existed. Like, after what he has done, yes, he existed in the sanatorium, but there is this space in between where he had clarity before he met Not. I don't know. He survived. He's existing. And at some point, he found a new self. It took a while. It went over, I don't know how many episodes, a long time in the Mighty Nine, but he is existing as Caleb Widogast, and the name doesn't really make him a different person. He did find a different state of existing, of coping, of dealing with things. So he is, sometimes he's a sheep or a T-Rex. And if you're still watching this, thank you. If you have any thoughts on this, leave it below. By the way, you were propped up in a coffee mug, like inside. You existed. You are coffee. You're the essence of existing.